Could you do a video on their compensation plan, please? This is about the MLM pyramid scheme called Make Wellness that is currently in pre-launch. What I like to do when I'm making content is to sometimes show you the research that I do, which is just me, some average Joe Blow clicking around on the internet. I don't have any incredible skills, and I know that might be shocking to you. It's no surprise. It's just, what would the average ordinary person do to try to research a company or try to find out some information? So I'm going to share with you this process that I have undertook to show the Make Wellness compensation plan. And I type into Google, Make Wellness compensation plan, and this is the compensation plan that I found. You can see that it is quite detailed and it explains things very well. And surprise, it doesn't exist, which is just another red flag of an obvious fraud. So all MLMs are frauds. They're all pyramid schemes. Looking at the products or the ingredients or the compensation plan is just another mask that they put on over themselves to pretend that they're an actual business. We're really doing legitimate business. It's just, okay, how is this scam going to use its compensation plan to differentiate itself from all the other MLM scams out there? Now, this did come up. Erin Bies did a great video on this. There was a compensation plan leaked and she did a reaction to it. So that right now is the only resource that people have, which is pretty hilarious when you think that the only access that people that want to sign up for this company, the only access they can get to this document is through anti-MLM content. But there you go. There's your answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Surprise! I'm just joking. I do have some more information. I'm still in that boards group. If you've been seeing any of my content that I made on Make Wellness, you'll know that I had infiltrated the Facebook group. A lot of these multi-level marketing companies have Facebook groups. It's like a free way. They don't have to pay for a website. They get a lot of unpaid labor going on in these Facebook groups, and Make Wellness is no different. I took a bunch of screenshots and then I joined this team. I'm a member. I am still a proud member of Team Impact. And I'm getting fond of the people in this group. You know, I feel like I have an affinity with them. You know, they haven't kicked me out, and I'm getting like outraged on their behalf because it appears to me that most of the people in this team are women and their labor is being exploited. And it's under the guise of empowering women. And you're going to see just how much work these people have done on behalf of Make Wellness. Now, they are in a pyramid scheme. I believe that almost all of them are brainwashed, just like I was, and they think that this is a legitimate business. And they think that if they lift others up and they pour their leadership experience into others, and they, you know, go on these retreats and do all this training and personal development, that they're going to, you know, become millionaires, have this financial freedom. But more importantly, they're going to be like these best versions of themselves, and they're going to help others achieve that too. It's really complicated. These things are cults. And I just take a look at this, and it's just so frustrating to me. It's actually fucking outrageous. I just get so mad when I see so many people being exploited, you know, and they don't think they are. They're working night and day. And I see that these people are no different. So anyway, I'm still in Team Impact. Team Impact, you know what? I hope you all get out. And thank you very much for allowing me to just show what's going on in your group. You know, I like take the piss out of people, but really at the end of the day, I have a great deal of respect for everybody that's involved in this, and almost all multi-level marketing companies, except the fuckers that are in the know and that are manipulating and abusing you without you knowing it, the psychological and emotional abuse. I want to see you get out. I want to see you heal and have your creativity, like pour it into something that is actually your own, and help, you know, just get the fuck away from these things. So Team Impact, I'm here for you. Whether you want me or not, I appreciate that I'm still in your group. I might get kicked out at any moment. I don't know. I haven't visited Make Wellness for a while. So this is the boards app. I'm still in there, as you can see. I haven't been, you know, poking around here lately. I've had other things I've been looking at. So I'm just going to scroll down. I just thought this was funny because they've added a lot of things in here. Look at this men only chat. Isn't this weird? Please share this link to any men on your team. Let's just see where that goes. Oh, this goes to Facebook. Oh, I have to enter my PIN to restore my chat history. So I'm just not going to show that because I only check my messages on my phone. I keep my computer. It's like a boundary thing that I have. So it takes you right to Facebook Messenger anyway. That's the men only. And where's the comp plan? Comp plan. Okay, so scrolling down, here's the comp plan. And comp plan bullet points. So this is the first thing. See if I can make that bigger for you. It says no team leg requirement, ability to place, ability to earn through your entire organization, 10 to 40% on the customer side, no enrollment fee, no monthly purchase requirement. We will have subscription for customers and team members. So that creates consistent paychecks and results for clients. They're describing a pyramid scheme with that sentence. You have a subscription for customers. Yeah, you need to have one. You need to have recurring payments, which will flow up to the top of the pyramid scheme. The no monthly purchase requirement too. This is another one that's so many multi-level marketing companies say. I would say this when I was in Money. You do not have to make any monthly purchases. You don't have to do any of that, but then we all would. So if you've seen anti-MLM content, all of this is familiar to you. There's nothing different. This is just the beginning of this comp plan information. What does that mean? This isn't helpful in explaining how this compensation plan works. This is just some bullet points that are created by Team Impact that they're trying to share with people to get them to recruit them into this pyramid scheme. So the next piece, let's go to the next piece of evidence here as we're sleuthing around Team Impact's back office here. Comp plan story graphics. I think I may have shown this on Instagram. I know, when you see people are like, follow me on this platform or this platform, and I kind of stay away from that. I do get up to a lot of shit on Instagram. So I know you might just be, I don't want to be on social media. I get that. You just maybe watching this on YouTube. But if you do like my sense of humor, I get up to a lot of fucking trolling on Instagram. I make a lot of content over there. Put in my stories, I make posts. It's pretty good. And there's a pretty vibrant community over there as well. People talking, sharing experiences, people waking up from multi-level marketing too. So even if you're watching this and maybe you're not following me on Instagram, or maybe you're like, oh shit, maybe I should unblock her and just have a peek. Just have a peek. You don't need to like anything. You don't have to comment, if you're just curious, just take a look. Okay, the next thing we'll look at is comp plan story graphics with the person flexing there with the bicep. So what that means is that these are going to be pieces of content that people see in your Instagram stories or Facebook stories. That's what that's referring to. So it's going to give you a number of slides that you could then download or take a screenshot from this team, and then you could put it into your own stories. And hopefully what will happen is people that are looking at your stories, that are shopping around for a new multi-level marketing pyramid scheme to sign up with, but they don't think it's a pyramid scheme. They think it's a business opportunity, or maybe they are curious about these peptides. They're going to be reaching out to you. That's the point of having these pieces of content that you can post in your stories to hopefully attract people to you and then get them as a customer or a recruit. And, you know, if you're in multi-level marketing, I have a tip for you if you want to make really good stories and you might be totally overwhelmed about thinking, I don't even know what stories to make. And, you know, your upline or your company is giving you all this training about just people want to see you use the products, be a product of the product. It's so easy, and it's not easy. It's really time consuming. So this is something that you can implement. Just think of it as an actual story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. So it doesn't need to be a video of you like applying your makeup or removing your makeup, or, you know, whatever it is that you're selling with your multi-level marketing company. It could be as simple as like a before I was in this company, my skin was horrible, and then the middle of the story, and then I found these products, and then after, now look at how good I am. You could use this in a variety of things, making health claims, income claims, your testimonials. It could just, you could apply it with other things too. It's just like your how to make a purchase when you have a flash sale, something like that. So there's a tip for you: beginning, middle, and end. And at the end, then you could have a call to action if you wanted. You know, I'm sure you've had a lot of training on how you can do that, implementing different polls, or, you know, what would you rather see, clearer skin or longer hair or stuff like that, just to like kind of get engagement. But there's a tip for you. Okay. This first slide says the proof is in the plan. So keep in mind, this is all that I believe Make Wellness is offering its participants to go on, to then explain to people what its compensation plan is like. So they say the proof is in the plan, a revolutionary compensation plan, completely new model and built for sustainability in financial growth. And so what does that mean? It's one thing to say it, but you need to show it, and they don't. That's a spoiler alert. They never do, because it's not revolutionary. It's a scam. Modern business plan for the future of affiliate and marketers. Simple and easy to understand. It's not. Normal and natural growth. Isn't that just an odd phrase? The proof is in the plan. Normal and natural growth. Who in their right mind would look at this slide and think, this is a legitimate business that I need to sign up for? Their compensation plan is revolutionary because in this slide, it has this phrase that's floated around like a dandelion on the wind and has landed in the middle bullet point here, saying normal and natural growth. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's ambiguous enough for participants to get fooled and to fill in the blanks, and to maybe compare it to their previous multi-level marketing company, which they haven't had success at, because that's why they're rushing to sign up with this one to get in at the beginning. Balance between selling and building a team. Every multi-level marketing company says that you can sell the products and then you can also build a team. Our model is so unique that you don't need to recruit. In fact, you could just sell the products. But if you want to build a business, then you can. More money to the workers. This is a weird thing to say. Look at that. More money to the workers. So who are the workers? Are the workers going to be categorized as the participants who have signed up with the business opportunity? Because, and I'm using business opportunity in the way that multi-level marketing companies do. Because if that's the case, I believe there's different legislation in each state which requires you to treat your employees a certain way. There's different regulations in place for that. So, or are you calling these independent sales consultants, independent business owners, whatever the terminology is going to be used for the people signing up, thinking that they're a small business owner? Are those people categorized as workers? Or are the workers the people that are going to be actually packing the products into boxes and shipping them off in the warehouse? Maybe people answering the telephones at customer service, the corporate world, if you like. Are those the workers? Is the more money going to the workers or the pretend entrepreneur business owners? And how does that look? How is more money going to them? Because in multi-level marketing, you need to recruit, you need to sell products. How is more money going to the workers if you're going to use that terminology? And if that is the incorrect terminology, which it is, you're going to get more eyeballs on your company in a negative way. No forced purchasing. And this I want to pick apart too, because there's a thing called coercion. coercive behavior, coercive control. So when you say there's no forced purchasing, I used to say the same thing when I was in Mon 8. You don't have to make purchases every month. In fact, there's no monthly requirement. Coercion can happen in a way where you believe you're doing something of your own free will. Your mind isn't right when you're in a multi-level marketing company. You could even think of it as an abusive relationship. And you could say, well, the abuse doesn't exist because nobody ever held a gun to your head. You could have left at any time. Imagine telling someone, like a child who's been kidnapped and then put into sex trafficking, and then as they grow up, they say, well, why didn't you leave? Nobody held a gun to your head. So that's coercion, just to give you an idea. And what could forced purchasing look like with coercion? It could look like your upline love bombing you, various teammates love bombing you, saying all you need to do is earn, spend this extra amount of money, and then you can hit the next rank in commissions. So you are being forced to make a purchase from, like, with this indirect pressure from your upline in order to rank up or get more money in commissions or whatever. It might even be coercion embedded into the compensation plan, encouraging you to keep making these purchases. So then while they can say, well, we never explicitly told you to make purchases, there's no forced purchasing. Forced purchasing is occurring, just like abuse is occurring in an abusive relationship. That's just what it is. You might not like the analogy, but that's what's closest to multi-level marketing. Cult and an abusive relationship can be a cult of one. No ick. Can you imagine making a business presentation, or somebody that is thinking of signing up with your company, and you give them this slide, or maybe you're talking them through it, and you say, no ick. So is it an acronym, ICK? I know it's not, but people are going to be asking this. This is absurd. This isn't professional. Who decided to talk to people like they're babies or like they're children? And I don't even know why people would talk to children like this. It's no ick. Oh, don't worry. Our compensation plan is completely revolutionary. There is no ick. Can you elaborate more on what ick means? Well, no, I don't know. I want to know what ick means. Are you going to throw shade on your previous multi-level marketing company? What was so icky about multi-level marketing company? And how is this compensation plan any different when I don't believe anybody has even been paid on anything yet because your company hasn't launched? Therefore, how do you know that there's no ick? Ick sounds to me like it's disgusting, revolting, something that makes you feel really uncomfortable, something that you want to avoid, something that makes you feel bad or ashamed or embarrassed of participating in. How does Make Wellness differentiate itself from all the other companies that give that feeling? And what are the tangible examples that you can provide as an independent sales consultant or independent business owner with Make Wellness that will make me, as a potential new recruit, say, okay, there's no ick. I can go out there and say this with confidence. You can't. There's nothing you can say because this is ridiculous. Paid on dollar amount, not point system. Okay, wow, whoop-de-doo. Okay, the next slide. $0 enrollment now. No monthly purchase requirements. No frontline rank requirements for pay. This is what they say. Additional 6 months to earn founder's bonus. Paid on your own orders. Look at that, paid on your own orders. So are you telling me that I make a purchase and I'm going to be getting paid on my purchase? Sounds a lot like Amway, doesn't it? That's because all MLMs are founded or copycats of Amway. Paid infinitely on your organization volume. Paid infinitely. That's something else I'd like. So what does that mean? Paid infinitely on my organization volume. So does that mean my organization has the potential to be an infinite size? Because that's impossible. And that's a fake claim. You could say it's a misleading claim, to use softer language, or a deceptive claim, but it's just fake. How do you get paid infinitely? You get as much money as there is ever in the world. It just keeps expanding, just like the universe. There was the Big Bang, but up to 40% on sales, and traditional marketing plans pay out less than half this. So that's not true. I know Mon8, if you sign up somebody as a retail customer, right off the bat, you're getting 30%. So this isn't new at all. It's weird. It's like working up to 40%. These are some other slides they have, but it's hard to read and they just say the similar kind of nonsense. Traditional affiliate and make affiliate. And I wanted to show you this. This is another document here. I don't know how to zoom in on this, so I've downloaded it and then I'm going to just put it up afterwards so then you can see, and then we can like zoom in as I talk about this. So if you look at this graphic explaining what Make Wellness is, explaining this, it says, the very bottom, it says pre-launch comp plan subject to change. This is just another red flag too. I mean, comp plan is subject to change. No kidding. This is what happens when you're in a scam. They make the rules, they change the rules. It says your direct circle of influence. And then it has this chart. It's like a circle, your orders, customers' orders, and direct affiliate orders. And then there's you in the middle. So your orders are circle sales and qualified circle $2,000. What does that mean? Who the fuck knows what that means? But it looks to me that it would be an accurate interpretation of this to say that 33% of your orders can contribute to your monthly volume, and 33% of your customers' orders will, and then 33% of your direct affiliate orders will. And if it's not the case, that's not my problem, because Make Wellness has not made this clear at all. There's no information out there for anybody to make an informed decision on, except one video from an anti-MLM content creator that had a leaked video. And then there's this, but I've had to infiltrate a team who has created this. I don't even know if it's an official document or if they've just done their best to try to explain what's going on. So there's the wheel, this qualified circle sales. No idea what qualified circle $2,000 means. Now there's this chart. It's really blurry when I zoom into this, and it has monthly volume, and it lists in this column $1 up to $40,000. And then in the next column, it says commission percent. So it appears to me from reading this, which if I'm going to be signing up with a multi-level marketing company, I never will, and I don't advise you do either, but let's just say you're shopping around for a new home. The other culture was toxic. You don't like what the industry is becoming and you want to do something different, and you feel that Make Wellness holds promise to you. So you look at this and you see $250 of monthly volume will then net you a 10% commission. How is that better than something like a company like Mon8, where you're already getting 30% right off the bat? You don't have to be selling $250. And then if you sign up a VIP customer, you're getting 15% commission. So I don't even see why this is appealing. I don't see that this is different at all. $350 of monthly volume, you get 12%, $500, 14%, still not even up to Mon8's VIP customer at 15%. $700, you finally squeak over the 15% hump to 16%. So if I understand this chart, if you wanted to get a 16% commission, you would have to have $700 of monthly sales, of which 33% of those sales, according to their circle sale qualified circle chart, would be your own orders. 33% of $700, you could be spending $231 a month. You could potentially spend $231 a month in non-forced purchasing with no mandatory minimum monthly requirements. You could be not forced to be spending $231 of your own money each month in order to help bump you up to that monthly volume commission range of squeaking over to 16% commission, which is still abysmal. So let's just say you're going to do this $231 a month, because apparently, according to this chart, that's the maximum you can do. I don't know if that's true or not, because I have no other information to go on. And that's a problem. So let's just say times 12. You're spending $2,772 a year, under $3,000, $3,000 a year on what? Peptides that are going to do what? Reverse the aging process? What are these things supposed to do? Who knows and who cares? Okay, on to the right-hand side, total team bonus. You can barely read this. It says grow your team. This is talking about multi-level marketing, growing your downline. something OCs. I can't even read this. When you grow your volume and OCs in your 5 generations, you unlock additional earnings in your entire organization. Unlock is, it's like the gamification of multi-level marketing too. They make it sound like, ooh, I unlocked another level. I unlocked my full potential. That word unlock is really schmoogly too. It's just, there's everything about these scams is a red flag. They're just red flags everywhere. So they're talking about, you're going to be earning more money when you recruit. Additional earnings in your organization. You go down to the bottom here, leadership bonus. This is as you rise the ranks of a pyramid scheme, then they call you a leader just because you're further up the pyramid than people below you. You get money for that, big surprise. And then founders bonus. Bonus for founding affiliates, earn over $100,000 in your first year. I'm going to go on the record right now and state that if this company doesn't collapse before, a year or a couple years or however long it limps along, that in that first year, there will be less than a fraction of 1% of people that get to be, over $100,000 a year. Because there always is in every one of these multi-level marketing pyramid schemes. Statistics never change. It's a mousetrap that's designed to catch mice. And that's exactly what it does. Back to this tab of comp plan, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you. And this is a comp plan calculator. And this really made me mad when I was looking at it because I could tell the amount of work that went into creating this document. And it's indicative of the people, how much time people are putting into this pretend business, thinking that they're actually doing something. It's also shocking to me to see that they've invested so much time to putting numbers in to this fictional scenario of how much money that you could potentially make, giving it this air of legitimacy when none of them can actually just sit down and realize that 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 very quickly exceeds the population of the planet, that they're competing against all these other multi-level marketing companies. They really do believe that there is no such thing as market saturation, that every single person on this planet could be purchasing Make Wellness peptides, and why not make some extra money on the side? It's a psychological blind spot many of us have. And just like kind of climbing on a soapbox for a minute, is calling people stupid and greedy and dumb for getting sucked into a scam like this does not make you immune from being scammed either. So it's important to have compassion for people that are getting recruited into these scams, and at the same time have boundaries for the fuckers that know what they're doing and continue to abuse people and defraud them. All right, so this is it. Comp plan calculator. It's a Dropbox link. It takes you to this document, and look at this thing. This is, I don't know the way to describe how I feel about this. This is like a combination of a vision board, wasting time trying to manifest something by writing down in excruciating detail what your life will be like once you hit a certain rank. When you walk across the stage, what are the sounds? What music is going to be playing? What are you going to be wearing? What does the fabric feel like touching your skin? I wasted hours and hours of my life doing shit like this. And this is it's similar to this. So they've created this spreadsheet where you can put in these numbers as if you're playing business. It's like those Fisher Price kitchens. When I was a kid, I always wanted one. You're looking through the Sears catalog thinking like, oh, that'd be so good with the Easy Bake Oven. Everything is little and plastic and you can pretend to make eggs and stuff. And that's this. It's like this weird adult version, but there's no ick. We've got this spreadsheet that you can just put in random numbers and fantasize about how rich you're going to be recruiting all these people into the Make Wellness pyramid scheme. All right, look at this thing. Oh, I just can't even. Where do you even begin with this? So it says Make Wellness Calculator, Founders version, monthly something. Enter your estimates into the highlighted cells, and calculate your earnings. $1,000 in that cell, as if that's really going to happen. Look at this thing. Commission $16,400. Well, why not create a document to give a false impression of what people could expect to make? And keep in mind, the people that are creating these documents, I really believe they don't know that they're brainwashed. They really believe this is a legitimate business. and they're working so hard, and they believe they're helping people. And this is what things are so fucked up. Look at Team Line's $88,000. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh, I can make $24,000. Annual earnings, $293,000. Oh, there's no company like this anywhere. This is Make Wellness. This thing just irritates me so much. I can't stand this fucking company. And it really hurts to see people, no matter how much content you make, no matter how loud you shout out over the internet, no matter how many reports that you file with the FTC, nothing is done. It's just about people spreading the word. It's just about people trying to help their friends or their family members avoid getting sucked into this. And they might avoid getting sucked into this one, but they might get recruited into another multi-level marketing company. And it sucks. It's just sad. So there you go. There's the compensation plan. It doesn't make any sense. It's not easy. There is a lot of ick, and it's thoroughly unhelpful. There's no information out there that Make Wellness has provided to help people make an informed decision. And the thing is that even if they did give some kind of compensation plan, it would be convoluted and ridiculous because MLM is fraud. There you go. Thank you. This time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I swear this video isn't going to end. Right after I made the video yesterday, somebody sent me an email with more information about Make Wellness, the compensation plan from that company. And thank you very much for sending that to me. They sent me some other information too. I really appreciate it. So I thought, well, you know what? I haven't edited this video yet. I might as well just add this on to the end for you to peruse, if only to emphasize how ludicrous this whole thing is. This is a clear fraud. And it's going to launch, and nothing's being done about it. So I'm really happy that I'm going to be one of the people on the record. Well, this like flaming turkey, yet another flaming turkey of a multi-level marketing company takes off for launch. I can be on the record publicly that I warned everybody that this is a scam and that this is a pyramid scheme. So here we go. This compensation plan. Now, I don't know if it's how I downloaded these images. The font is overlapping each other. It's hard to read, but it wouldn't make any sense anyway. Even if I've done something incorrectly when I downloaded these images, it still wouldn't make sense anyway. And I don't know the order in which these slides are supposed to be presented, but you could just shuffle the deck with these things. It's not going to make any sense anyway. And the whole point of this is that they claim that it's simple and easy to understand, and it's not. This is meant to be confusing. And it's so stupid. Like the levels of deception and work that is going on to just try to make this thing look legitimate when it does the opposite. It's like it's working so hard to make it look like a scam to warn people away. They call, instead of, talking about anything resembling a triangle or a pyramid, they're just talking about circles. You're going around and around in circles, circle sales, and you make all these different circles. So what you're going to see is going to completely bamboozle you and make no sense. And in no particular order, let's just get right to it. All right, circle sales. Woo, look at this. What is considered personal efforts? So again, this might have been just the way I downloaded this thing, the way this font is overlapping. But it could be Make Wellness's fault. Who knows? Customer orders and their customers' orders, direct affiliate orders, your orders, count up to $500 in your own orders. Once you have $1,500 from customers or direct affiliates, you got that? So yesterday when I made this video, it looked like because they had divided that one circle on that other compensation plan information sheet, that infographic, it looked like it was like 33% because they're splitting it all, this visual representation, that it would be natural to assume that was indicating 33% that could contribute to these circle sales. I still have no idea what's going on here, and I don't think anybody else does either. But this now is, well, you can count up to $500 in your own orders once you have $1,500 from customers or direct affiliates. Okay, so if you don't have $1,500 of customers and direct affiliates, then you can't. I mean, this is just one slide. Look at that. Okay, then look at this. More circle sales. And it's the same graphic that we saw earlier. This is a typical multi-level marketing pyramid scheme thing. And look at this. Circle sales. Circle sale examples. Look at that. Does this make sense? They're going to give you a hypothetical example here. If you have $900 of customer orders plus $250 of direct affiliate orders, that's $1,150. And then you can add $150 of your order. That will also be $1,150 of total circle sales times 18% is $207. I'm just reading what they wrote. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Well, it should, because it's simple and easy to understand. Look at that. Nobody's going to be able to recruit with this. But they're not. It's all about getting in on at the beginning of this pre-launch, of this ground floor opportunity, and thinking, well, wouldn't you have liked to have gotten in at the beginning of Modair, and not realizing you're describing a pyramid scheme. Okay, next slide is another hypothetical example. I mean, just look at this. It's so stupid. This, if you can't explain it in like a couple of sentences, it's a red flag. You know, people pitch movies with like 1 or 2 sentences. The level of deception, the amount of work that goes into just deceiving people is just staggering. And Make Wellness, look at this. Premier affiliate. Achieve $2,000 or more in circle sales. Become a premier affiliate. This unlocks access to 10% override on all your direct affiliates customer sales. ACS. So you got circle sales, you got ACS. Already with the acronyms. Here we go. Premier affiliate, more circles. This has like a little swoosh going on here. Customers. Premier affiliate example. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I don't know. I think it would be great if this really was their slide. Maybe it really was messed up like this. I kind of hope it was. Something is going on at the order of operations there at the end when they're like times, oh, it's times 10. I mean, look at this. Just look at, this is going to be in your, this is a nightmare. You're going to dream of multi-level marketing, and you're going to dream of this compensation plan. Can you imagine if it was, oh, look at this. What is a tier? They've got multiple circles. Slivers of reality right there. Affiliate plus ACS, little discs. It's a side section. It's almost like a petri dish. You sprinkle the hopes and dreams in each one, and they just turn black and wither and die. Your goal is to develop 2,000 premier affiliates. What is a tier? I mean, is there a point of even talking about this? You know, I mean, look at this. They've got a purple disc, a pink disc, a blue disc, a slightly darker blue disc, and a black disc. That one's premier affiliate. And they can't, however hard they try to replace the triangle with a circle, it always starts taking shape of a pyramid. And then here we go, total team bonus. Oh man, and there we go. Look at this thing. It's a pyramid scheme. I don't know what else to tell you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.